G'day guys, in this episode I talk about the main things people get wrong when presenting to camera in a video environment or presenting to an audience in a workshop keynote type environment. I talk about how preparation can often suffocate authenticity, and in my view the number one thing you can do to get better at this is bring more of your authentic self.
28 and I'm trying to shape history, pulling from the sky for some strength to take with me, line up the stars, fly away quickly and push the world forward like a tidal wave hit me. I ride the wave swiftly, I fear no man, check my titles mate quickly, came from the sky with the light of day in me and grew my own.
G'day guys, welcome to episode 189 of AskJackD. Thank you for joining us. Rosie, what is today's question?
Okay, so today's question. I want to be able to film videos for my business and be a speaker like you. I know video is the in thing to be doing right now. The problem is I freeze whenever I go on stage or try to film, no matter how much I prepare. Have you ever been scared of public speaking? How can I get over my fear?
Yeah. So there's a couple of things here. The first thing you said is you get scared no matter how much you prepare. One principle you may want to adopt, and just try it and test it because it's different for everyone. Try to prepare less. Right? For me, I suck when I prepare, right? If anyone's watched my TEDx talk, and some people watch it and they say they can't see any difference, but I certainly see a difference, and people that sort of watch me regularly see a difference, in that when I presented at TEDx, you need to stand on a red dot, you need to have slides, you need to stick to 15 minutes. So usually when I present, if I'm presenting for a day here or 2 days here, Scalable and Sable or something for one of our programs, we're presenting on 2 days of culture, I'll go, session 1, I want to present, you're going to do an intro. Session 2, I'm going to present on how to take values to behaviours. Session 3, I'm going to talk about building a high-performance culture. Session 4, I'm going to talk about leadership. That's it. That's my prep for a day workshop, right? And that's when I'm at my best. That's not true necessarily. So I deliberately don't have slides. The less structured I am, the more I'm able to roll with the message if it's a video, or roll with the audience if it's a workshop presentation. The less structured I am, the more value the audience gets, right? Now, I wouldn't suggest going to that extreme of lack of preparation immediately, because it took me probably 10 years to get to a point where I can prepare that little. However, you might be scripting it too much. You might be overthinking it too much. And then what happens is you get in front of video and rather than putting yourself in the shoes of the viewer or thinking about those that are watching it or doing this kind of a dance with the people that are watching it, you're just going through the script in your head. Also, you might forget a word or two in the script and then you kind of throw yourself out because you've forgotten the script, and where do you come back in? Try preparing less. Now, you may be somebody that needs to, wants to, and is better when you prepare a lot. But try it. Just trial it, and you'll sort of determine that. The second thing is, remember authenticity, right? Authenticity is the number one ingredient. If you want to be a better presenter, you want to be a better business person, you want to be a better husband or wife, you want to be a better friend, whatever, I believe the key ingredient is authenticity. And so, and again, this is where preparation can suffocate authenticity. Can you write that down? I like that quote. Preparation can suffocate authenticity, because that's what it does for me. It gets in the fucking way. Right now, all I want to do is talk to you, right? That's all I'm thinking about doing. I'm not thinking about, I didn't even know this question before Rosie asked it, right? So I'm not thinking about anything other than the viewer. In business, I'm not thinking about anything other than the consumer. In our bit, I'm not thinking about anything other than the student, right? So preparation can suffocate authenticity, right? And so, like, if you watch my TED talk, I've got to stand there and, I rehearsed for TED. This is a funny story. So I never, and Rosie knows this better than anybody, I never, ever, ever finish on time a presentation, ever, do I? Like, if it's a 9-hour presentation, I'll go for 2 hours. If it's a 2-hour presentation, I'll go for 3 hours. With TED, this is the other thing you have to do. And by the way, the TEDx event that I did was one of the best run events I've ever seen. So they are awesome. They genuinely do amazing work, and the standards they have for their speakers are unlike anything I've ever seen. Truly world class. It just didn't work for me, right, as a presenter. But the other thing you need to do is go the day before and do a dress rehearsal, right? And you go 15 minutes. My dress rehearsal went for 7 minutes. but it seemed like a lifetime. So I'm standing there on the red dot doing this, clicking through my slides and stuff. I'm thinking like, Jesus, I've probably gone for about 20 or 30 minutes. I finished and I look at the clock, I've gone for 7 minutes. I was like, now I understand why people hate presenting, because that was really uncomfortable and really sort of nerve-wracking. Right? There's only 3 people in the auditorium, but I feel real strange standing on a red dot talking to slides, right? And so what that speaks to is, in an unstructured sense, and when sort of just valuing authenticity, is that I will lose myself in a presentation. I'll lose myself in a video. I'll lose because all I'm concerned with is communicating a message to you, right? And so I think if you can prepare less, let go of some of the structure, have a greater level of self-belief, and in doing all of that, bring more authenticity to the table and more care for your audience, as opposed to care for the script or care for the structure or care for how I might look, whatever, to complete and utter respect and care for your audience, and therefore you stand in your own authenticity. That is what I think you probably need to do in order to become a more effective presenter. In the comments below, guys, I'm really interested to know your tips and tricks. For those of you that present to video, for those of you that present to audiences, whatever it might be, what is the number one thing you have found that has made you a better presenter? In the comments below. Look forward to speaking to you guys the next episode.
What that means